Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the second virtual Tai Chi Thursday series brought to you by AARP here in Houston. My name is Simone Olivier. I'm the director of Four Dragons Tai Chi for Health and Longevity here in Houston. And every Thursday at 10:30, we will be continuing our Tai Chi practice on the AARP Texas Facebook page. And so today we are going to be continuing with our intermediate Tai Chi for Health practice. And we've been working on the peri-peri punch. We're going to continue to work on that and move into pushing the mountain. And then we're going to practice doing all of the same movements, repeating them, but on the other side. So this is how we get that left and right brain interaction in Tai Chi. Because these forms are balanced, you do something on one side, and then we do it on the other side, and we keep the mind and body in balance. So let's get warmed up, finding a space where you can take a few steps left and right, where you can move forward and back very easily, stretching out your arms. And if you need any assistance with balance, you can always use a wall, or maybe if you need a piece of furniture, have a chair, something nearby. You can also practice this seated if you like, and just focus on the upper body and the breathing and the relaxation. So let's go ahead and get started. We have to relax so that we can do our Tai Chi properly. Inhale. And sink into your stance. Release the hips. Let the spine grow long. Head and neck lifting up. Navel sinking back towards the spine. And we're going to do a quick warm-up Qigong, just to get the Qi and the blood flowing in all directions. Bring your toes straight forward. And we're going to inhale, lift up. We've done this one before. And press down. Pulling Qi up from the earth. And down, pressing down. One more. Bring your hands out to the side. Imagining a huge golden ball underneath your feet and pressing on that ball, pushing it down underneath your feet and pulling it back up. Let your breathing be full, relaxed, natural breathing. Inhale, pulling up. Holding the big golden ball in front of you. Opening it up. Compressing it. And now we're going to roll it back, letting the wrist relax, roll back, down to the hips and up to the chest. Roll forward, rolling the ball like a barrel. Breathing into the belly, softening the knees, soften your stance. And press down. Good. Let's put all those movements together. Inhale, expand out underneath your feet, and compress. Pull from the feet up the body, and hold it out in front of your chest. Expand it out. Roll it back. Roll it forward. Press down. And out. Up. Hold it in front of your chest. Elbows sinking, open. Roll back. And last time. And relax your arms down by your side. Let's roll the shoulders. Relaxing your shoulders. Opening and closing the hands. Relax your stance. Move your feet around. Circle the hands. We're just going to go through a informal warm up so that we can get into our Tai Chi form. And reverse. And moving down to the ankles. Getting out all of the Rice Krispies, I call them, the Snap Crackle Pops. And rotate to the other side. And lifting your heel towards the hip, opening up the knees. All right, so we're gonna review what we've been learning in the previous videos. I'm gonna go over it. If you'd like to watch for this first time, feel free to watch. For those of you who are visual learners, you can watch me and learn. If you want to do it with me, go ahead. There's those kinesthetic learners. That's what they do. I'm one of those learners. So we start at the end of cloud hands from the previous series, and we open close. From here, we shift our weight, move into brush knee, hook step, extend. Shift the weight, brush knee, follow step. My back hand, my elbow is reaching back down, palm facing towards my hip. We move into play glutes, step back, palms turn to face towards each other, towards the midline of the body, and we shift, pulling the front hip back, extending out. Then we move into peri-peri punch, turn out, palm turns down, we strike under, peri again, turn out, and punch, blocking, follow step. And from here, we're going to go into push the mountain. We uncross the arms. Our is weight, so we can step back on it. The arms uncross, and we bring them in front of, between the rib cage and the hips in a stance. We step forward and push with the arms, follow step. Okay, so that's what we're going to be working on today. Let's start with push the mountain. All right, so I'm going to turn to the side. We've just ended with peri-peri punch. So your forearm is a 90-degree angle, parallel with your chest. So it's not too high, it's not up near your face. It's down in front of your chest, in front of your heart. And we have our other fist striking wrist over wrist, and we're not fully extending the elbow. The elbow is slightly bent. All right, so this is as if you were going to hit somebody not just with your fist, but also with your forearm. So you're going to be knocking them over and striking with a punch. And we have our stance here in the back with trailing leg, step. So we're going to step back, open the hand, uncross, push down, and then step forward, push forward, follow step. Let's break that down, just the arm movement. Okay, so here we are, just arm movement. Open the hands, cross, roll back, down, push forward. Notice how when you push forward, there is an opposite force pushing back inside your body. So you're reaching into that back body, that spine, to keep you balanced, to counterbalance that forward push. So just as much as you're pushing forward, you're also stabilizing by pushing back. Okay, here we go. Inhale, roll back, exhale, push. When you do this, make sure your knees are slightly bent. You feel strong in this push. Okay, 2 more times. And now I'm going to turn to the front so you can see me from this direction. I uncross, roll back, push here. So you also want to imagine that you're pushing something heavy, something large, say like a refrigerator, right? When you're pushing your refrigerator back against the wall, all right? You want to do it from here. This is a very strong posture, okay? Your elbows are going to be slightly bent. Your forearms are going to be parallel with the floor. And we're pushing forward either with fingertips pointed up or slightly turned out, whatever works best for your wrists. Okay, so let's try that upper body together again. From the end of peri-peri punch, we inhale, uncross, relax the palms, and push forward. So you feel this wave-like motion pushing the mountain. Okay, and relax. Let's work on the footwork. So here we are, our follow step, our trail leg, weight is in the leg. This back leg can be easily pulled up, but we're letting the ball of the foot rest on the floor and the heel just barely touching the floor, barely touching. Okay, our standing leg is slightly bent, and we keep that even lowered stance. We're going to step back, shift the weight, empty stance. The ball of the foot comes to where the heel was on the floor. Then we step forward again, same step, heel where the heel was, shift the weight, step back, shift the weight, empty stance, step forward, weight, follow step. One more time, step back, shift the weight, empty stance, forward, shift the weight, follow step. Okay, all right, and relax. Shake out your legs. Holding that slightly bent stance helps to strengthen the legs and strengthen the tendons in the knees and in the hips. So let's put it all together, the upper body along with footwork. Peri punch. We step back, uncross as we shift our weight back. So we're rolling, we're retreating, and then we're rolling forward. Like a wave pushing up against a rock coast. Okay. Again, step back, roll back, step forward, push forward. Again, crossing the wrists, step back, uncross. Step forward, push the mountain. One more time. Good. Now to end this, we turn towards the front. So your trailing leg is going to step out with the heel. Toes are going to turn forward. We're going to be in an L step. Then we transfer the weight and we rotate on the heel, or we lift the foot up, toes, both feet facing forward, and we open close. And let's do 2 more to catch our breath and relax. Bringing that Qigong warm up back into our practice. Sometimes when we're learning new things, we forget to breathe. And relax. All right, so let's put 2 pieces of the puzzle together. Let's do peri punch and push the mountain and turning towards the front. So we're at end of play the lute. And we step, rotate, shift the weight, strike under, step, rotate, shift the weight, strike under, step forward, blocking, punching, follow step. Step back, roll back, push the mountain. Follow step. Okay, let's put those 2 together again. We'll do that 2 more times. Peri punch is another more complicated set of movements. So we want to practice them a little bit more so that you feel confident in your practice. And again. Now this time we're going to turn to the front, stepping with the back leg, palms turn to face each other as you turn, both feet facing forward, open, close. And release, rise up from your lowered stance. And relax your knees, relax your kneecaps. Now let's add on play the lute. All right, so we're kind of working our way backwards in order to move forwards. So we're weighted in the back leg, empty stance. Let's see, no, actually, we're going to be weighted in the front leg at the end of brush knee. We have our trailing leg, follow step, nice long spine, making sure that we're not leaning forward, that our head is right over the pelvis, over the spine. Stepping back, turn the palms in, and bringing your front hip back, back hip forward, and the shoulders follow the hips. Again, let's do that part again, one more time. Brush knee. At the end of brush knee, we go into play the lute. Step back. Play the lute. Now peri peri punch. Turn out. Turn out. Lock. Punch. Follow step. So a lot of moving parts happening simultaneously. Push the mountain. All right, let's try that again. At the end of brush knee, play the lute. Peri peri punch. Push the mountain. All right, again, one more time. The end of brush knee. Sink into your stance, imagining you're being lifted up through the crown, nice long spine. Pull the ears back over the shoulders. Staying low. Step back, play the lute. Advance forward. Peri, peri, punch. Push the mountain. And turn towards the front. You can rotate on the back heel, rotating on both heels, turning the toes forward, or you can step it out, lifting the foot, turning it, and putting it back down. 3 deep breaths. All right, so now let's try it from brush knee, from the beginning of the second half. Feet are underneath the hips, and we begin with an open close. Shift the weight, hook step, extend, spear fingers, empty stance. Step forward with the heel, brush over your knee. Coming in towards the shoulder, turning to push forward, follow step, backhand pulling back towards the hip. Step back, play the lute. Parry, parry, punch. Push the mountain. And turn to the front. And open, close. Relax your stance. And completely relax. Let's do that again 2 more times. All right. Starting from brush knee, open, close, and brush knee. Let's begin. Make sure there's some space in between your feet, that your feet are not too close together, not too wide. Sinking down into your stance, bending the knees so that you can move the hips, shift the weight, lift the foot up, turn it in, hook step, extend, elbows soft, knees soft, brush knee, follow step. Play the lute. Parry, parry, punch. Staying focused. You can be in the moment, focusing on your movements, being soft, gentle, flowing. And turn to the front. Open, close. So from here, you would repeat in the other direction. And that's what we'll be working on next week. All right, one more time. Find your feet. Let them spread out on the floor or on the ground. Lift up through the legs internally. Rise up through the spine. And let's begin. Slow, soft, smooth breathing in through the nose. Brush knee. All right, one more time with just a little bit of cueing. So you don't have to turn your head to look at your screen, allowing yourself to just be in the flow. Let's begin. Inhale the arms up. Let yourself relax deeper and deeper. Open, close. Brush knee. Play the lute. Peri peri punch. Push them out. Turn to the front. Open, close. Raise your stance and relax. Let's see how much time we have left. Let's practice it again one more time without any cueing to see how much you can retain in your body, not just a mental memory, but allowing the intelligence of your body, now that we've done it a couple of times, letting that muscle memory guide. So you have to relax and let go and trust. Let's begin. All right, and hold it here, finishing up the form. Step your feet out nice and wide, and let's close with a standing meditation. We're going to do a nice guided meditation. If you feel like you need to sit down, you can go ahead and sit down. That's perfectly fine. If you're going to stand, let your feet be turned out, opening up the inner groin area. Bend your knees just slightly so that the pelvis can sink and settle. And inhale, arms up. As you exhale, relax your body from the crown of your head, letting relaxation move like a wave down through your body, relaxing the scalp, the temples, the forehead, the eyes, the ears, the cheeks, the jaw, the neck and shoulders, down the chest, the arms, down the back, the hips, the belly, down into the legs, waves of relaxation moving down through the legs, the knees, the calves, the heels, soles of the feet. Imagining qi flowing in through the crown of your head and flowing down and out like water, letting it pool all around your feet. Letting the water seep down, imagining you're standing in green grass and the water just seeps down into the soil. And with it, your roots begin to grow from the soles of your feet down into the earth, growing thick, wide, deep roots. Growing out in every direction, wide and deep. Sending a taproot down to the core of the earth. And from that root, we bring energy from the earth up into our body, up into the spine, flowing over the top of the head, down the bridge of the nose, down the midline of the body to the navel, and filling up the lower dantian, the energetic center below the navel, and spilling out into the pelvic bowl, spilling over into the legs, filling up the legs as though we were hollow. Filling up the torso, filling up the chest, filling up the arms, the neck, the head, all the way up to the crown of the head. Let your arms relax down by your side, being filled with energy from the core of the earth. Arms buoyant, legs and feet buoyant, head buoyant. This energy begins to leak out through the pores like a fine mist, dripping on the skin. And now we're going to inhale the arms up again, pulling down a column of light from the heavens, letting it enter in through the crown, nourishing all of the organs. Let that energy from the heavens rest in the body. Bring your arms out by your side. Feel all the joints open, the energies of heaven and earth flowing through the joints, through the vertebrae, cleansing and nourishing all the parts of the body. Bring your hands to your lower abdomen. See all of this energy consolidating here in the lower dantian, creating this ball of light, shining brightly in all directions, as bright as the sun. And now we'll close this practice with the seal, bringing the feet in, inhaling the arms up, gathering all of this universal chi, bring the hands together, sealing in this practice, replenishing our body, resting our mind. And with our hand seal, we will close out the practice. Thank you so much for joining me today and putting in all of this hard work. And thank you for your dedication and your patience with the practice. I appreciate all of you. Take care and Dao An. Wishing you peace on your path.
Hi, I'm Rosalinda Martinez with AARP Texas. We hope you enjoyed today's Tai Chi virtual class. Part 2, an intermediate course designed to teach you the complete form. We decided to expand the class because you told us you wanted more. We'd like to thank Li Fu, director of Four Dragons Institute Tai Chi for Health and Longevity in Houston, for leading the class. Tune in next Thursday at 10:30 a.m. for another lesson. Remember, you can catch this 45-minute weekly class on our AARP Texas Facebook and YouTube page. We've also put prior classes on aarp.org/Texas. This series runs through August 27. Thank you for joining us and see you next